Welcome back, auto collectors and diecast enthusiasts, to another episode of Cribb's Garage, and I'm excited. I've been working on this video for a few weeks now, trying to gather all the castings I needed, and it is the story of the Hot Wheels Second Wind and the Speed Racer Mach 5, and how they're connected, and I got some holy grails and some hard to find castings, so start off the bats. In 1976, Mattel was working on a prototype for the Mach 5 for the Speed Racer. Plans fell through with the copyright holders to Speed Racer and the Mach 5, so Mattel reworked the mold and altered it just a little. And then, so what I think they did was Mach 5 had these wings. This one isn't on the back. Let me find a better one. Johnny Lightning had these wings right here that they probably took off, and this little bump thing behind the seat. I'm guessing they probably took that off. It would be neat to see the original casting before they modified it. But anyhow, so Mattel released it as the Second Wind that we know today, and but years later, they released it in a Hot Wheels got the were able to do it only in Japan, and this is how it came out. That's pretty rare to find. So there's the Mach Go was the original name of the movie before they came to America and changed to Speed Racer. But anyhow, so this one is from 1977. It's a red line. It was a holy grail of mine that I was looking for forever. And I ended up doing a trade with a guy on Instagram and finally got it. But now if you look on eBay or any kind of search like that, you can find them. So not too difficult and not as expensive as when I was first looking for them. So yeah, it's got blue tinted window, black interior, plastic base, got the red line wheels. And then same year, of course, they released it as a black wall. Now this one here has a blue tinted window and the black wall wheels, or basic wheels, depending on how you call them. 1978, they released it again as a black wall, but this time they had a green windshield on it. So there's your 77 and 78 castings. The first two, the red line and the black wall, were in the Flying Colors series. The 1978 one with the green windshield came in the Classy Custom series. So there's those. Up next, this is one of the hard finds that I found, a holy grail, if you will. It's a 1983 Speed Machines. So in 1983, Hot Wheels made a bunch of castings to compete with the cheaper brands, and they were mostly enamel and didn't have a whole lot of fancy stuff going on with them, and they didn't say Mattel or Hot Wheels anywhere on the packaging or even on the casting itself. So we're going to flip it and see, make sure I'm not lying. Can't. It says Second Wind, but yeah, you don't see the Hot Wheel logo, Malaysia. Oh, it does say Mattel though, so maybe just not connected to Hot Wheels. So this was a tough find and forever for me, so I'm super stoked I found that one. And I only got that one for $17.96 plus shipping. You can see them on eBay in mint condition, well in the hundreds of dollars, but I don't even care if it was in this condition, just as long as I could have it for the collection. And then I found this guy here, I didn't think I'd ever find either. This is from 1985. That orange, yeah, from 1985, and this came from the Schwartz History, um, and it's from India. That's one reason why I didn't think I found it, and I found it same price. But this thing's in mint condition, and so I was super stoked, especially for this video. That's why um, I was excited, because as I'm getting closer to the one that I found that really pushed me into making this video, which I'll show you. So I found these two, so that was super awesome. Then here is the re-release of the Second Wind, and this is part of the collector series from the 90s. This is from 1997, and it's just all white. It's got the Hot Wheel logo and the number 6 instead of the 5. It doesn't have the M on the hood. Now this is a really cool story here. So this is from 2011, and super awesome. But I originally was looking for this, the red line, the Chase. So I ended up finding it, bought it, and was super excited to get it. But then I realized they had the black wall variation, which of course I had to get it for this video, so I ended up getting it. And how I found it was through a company called KMJ Diecast 2. Here's their card. KMJ. You get an order, you get a free gasser, and I can attest to that because, let's see if I can just stop shaking. There we go. There's the number. These guys are cool because, well, I ordered the black wall. No, first of all, here's the gasser he gave me, sent with it. He also sends loose, just random castings. He sent this and this one, and so I ordered the black wall, but he sent the wrong one. He sent the red line again. So I already had it. Of course, I already have it unpackaged, but he said, go ahead and keep it, and I'll send you out the black wall. And I mean, that's just, he didn't even ask for it back. So I had to give them a shout out. That's KMJ Diecast 2. His shipping's totally fair. He's got a lot of stuff, so check them out. All right, so that is it for the Second Wind casting. So I'm stoked. Except for there are a few others that are Leo, which are the Indian ones. There's an orange one with 3 stripes. There's a blue one with 3 stripes. There's a blue with black tampos, and then there's a green one with an eagle on the hood. And then I think I got some photos of those. Let's take a look. Here's the one with the eagle on the hood. Here's the orange one with the yellow stripe. Here's another nice white one without any logos on the side. Here's the Indian with the blue cross from India. And there's the one with the black stripes. So these are tough to get. I mean, they're out there, but way beyond my bank account that I want to pay for anyway. And then there's a SpongeBob coming out this year. So keep an eye out for that Second Wind SpongeBob. If you guys ever find one, let me know. I'd like to get one. I don't know if I'll find one or not. Okay, so let's see. So let's talk about the Mach 5. Um, so as you guys seen the collector's edition from Twice Diecast, I said I started my adult collecting at the 99-cent store, and I collected all the Speed Racer cars that were out there, and I eventually gave them all to a kid because I just figured I was too old to be collecting Hot Wheels, and really bummed that I did because I can't even find them anymore. But this is the Mach 5 from 2008, June. IMI? Hopefully I didn't butcher that too much. But yeah, this is what it ended up coming out in 2008. Got the 5 dots, plastic. And I didn't realize that these were, because there was never a Mach 4 in the actual cartoon for the movie, which starred Emil Hirsch. And it was a lot of hardcore Speed Racer fans. Speed Racer was a cartoon that came out in late 60s, early 70s, and you'd run home from school. A lot of you younger guys wouldn't know this, but there was only like 4 channels on your TV on VHS, all the main ABC, NBC, CBS. And then there was a UHF channel, which had these black and white films and cartoons, and that's where you found Speed Racer, and you'd run home from school and watch the Little Rascals, Three Stooges, and Speed Racer, and that was really popular. So it was kind of a bummer that back then they would have made millions of dollars if they could have made a Mach 5 casting Hot Wheels because the cartoon was so popular. Any older collector will tell you that they're huge fans of it, and kind of like how Batman was in the Batmobile in the 70s was super popular too. So this is Racer X's car, his Speed Racer's brother, and I forget what the name of the car was called, something like the Shining Star or something. But they came with some accessories that you could put on them, and then here's the Ghost, Gray Ghost. That was in one of the. I think it was in the movie. I'm not sure if it was in the original cartoon or not. And then let's see. Here we go. Here's Johnny Lightning. Was making them. And still does. This one here, you can see the crack in the M actually has an opening hood. Which you can't really see, but it's funny because I don't know if you've ever even seen the hood on the Mach 5 in a cartoon or not. Here's the scraped version. And here's one without an opening hood. This came with these little jack accessories that went underneath it that the car used to jump over cliffs or canyons, or whenever his buddy Spritel was working on it, worked as a car jack. Some accessories that came with it. Here's one with orange interior. Here's one with gray interior. interior. Looks like maybe a little bit lighter gray. And then this brand, it's a little bit bigger, but this brand is MT. And this has the little baseball home plate there. Was where the bird, there was a homing pigeon bird, kind of like a drone today, that would fly out, and I don't know, if they were in trouble, they'd go and tell his dad. Now this one is probably the most accurate as casting as far as the Mach 5 goes. One, because of the full body, the wings, the little square things in the back, the trunk, and then most importantly, the yellow lights that were underneath, that are painted there underneath the. Now you see them as it comes around. That's where the lights were. So really, that's probably the most accurate casting of all the brands that I've shown you right now. Here's the Johnny Lightning Shooting Star is what this car was called. Some people liked it better than the actual Mach 5. It's a pretty sexy looking car. Like I said, it was his brother Rex. Rex Racer. Changed his name to Racer Rex. Kind of a play on words, doing it backwards. And here's another one. These are all Johnny Lightnings here. This one has gray interior. There's different shades of yellow. Went kind of from a mustard, and of course in size and casting, to a different yellow. And then the scrape version is actually even brighter yellow. Then I'm not sure why, but Johnny Lightning did a stock car Mach 5. Got Speed Racer's name on there. Did a stock car Racer X. Has his name on there. And they have opening hoods. Kind of cool. And then they did some Indy cars for some reason. Speeds. There's his brothers. And then got some other cars here. This is let's see who this is. His name was Dr. Doom, or Captain Terror was this guy's name. And let's see if you can see him. There's Captain Terror. This was Japanese art, or cartoon, anime, I guess, back then. There's an enamel one. Here's one with the scrape on it. So everybody got in the action of the scrape. Nice vehicle. There's kind of a metallic red. And then Johnny Lightning did this kind of unpainted version here. And then the next one we're going to show is Snake Oiler, who's Speed Racer's rival. These are Johnny Lightnings. These are the acrobatic team. This one has a kind of a nice chrome base. This one has more of a kind of just metal. They both have centerline wheels. And we got this one, a compare. You can see that it's got purple rectangle and a longer area, covering a longer area than the 12 to shorter blue rectangle. Also a different shade of, I'm not sure, magenta. Maybe that's magenta, maybe that's fuchsia, that's magenta or lavender, whatever you want to call it. Also has different rims. And then, so those are those two, so the variations. And then here's a non-painted one. And then, real quick, last but not least, the GRX, fastest car in the world. And yeah, this is the one that you drink water, you'd get really scared. And then just real quick to end this, I'm going to show you a couple of things. There's actually Speed Racer right there. There's his brother Rex. And so this is a Johnny Lightning packaging. Here's the Hot Wheels packaging back then. And then one last thing here, let's see here. I found this in one of the kind of has all the different castings and accessories that were out. So quite a bit to look for if you're interested. And then that's about it. And then so Johnny Lightning sent you a bunch of these little puzzles, little cartoon things. There's his little brother Spritle. And yeah, there he is running. So a bunch of little film things, and that is it. So that is the story of the Hot Wheels second win and the Speed Racer Mach 5 from Hot Wheels. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy Saturday, happy hunting, and we'll catch you in the next video.